So do I drink it now?
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a beat.
Morning guys, so welcome back to the vlog. This weekend I am going to Vidxb, which is like a video conference. Oh, just nearly fell there. A video conference for content creators, and it's really cool because it's the first time it's come to Dubai. It's always been in LA, so like it's a massive deal. So I cannot wait to show you everything that's going on here.
Can anybody start YouTube now?
Of course, anytime you can start doing filming videos, and you can be yourself. That's the cool thing about YouTube. It's like you can be yourself, and people will follow you for you.
I'm just in here now, and there is just loads of brand stalls and companies set up all around it, and the main stage is just over here, and there is a gamer on the stage at the moment called KSI, and he is playing a game of FIFA, and there's actually loads of kids here, and literally when he came on the stage they all went wild all together.
What level is on the global scale of FIFA players?
Right now, I'd say below average.
We have a lot of. See, I told you get one of these. You know, I mean, this region is quite new. We did some events a couple of years ago, and we struggled to find YouTubers in the region. But recently, it's blown up. You know, there's a lot more creators coming out of this region. But there's still like a lot of questions about what's important from the get-go. What is the most important thing that you need to focus on, and what you need to do to kind of get to a level where you are a consistent content creator? Is it every day? Is it once a week? Is it good equipment? Is it a good story? What kind of advice do you have for newbies?
I think it's only ever one thing, and that's the quality of your content. I think the things that people point to that are like having good cameras and good equipment and proper edits and consistency, I think all of that stuff sits way in the back seat compared to what's out front, which is making content that really matters. So I think you can build an audience regardless of what your style is or what the magnitude is, but I think at the core, you have to tell a story really well. And I think when you look at a platform with 1.3 billion users, the only story that you should really be focusing on is your story. And when I think of kind of the growth that you've seen in the Middle East on YouTube, it's because there are a lot of unique stories here that the world doesn't really know about. So I think that presents like a tremendous opportunity for this part of the world, because people are curious, people want to know. And it's very hard to understand that through the lens of like traditional media and mainstream media and television and stuff like that. But when it's an individual sharing your individual story, I think you will find an audience. So my advice always is just focus on telling a story really well. In order to tell a story well, you have to know the story well. And one story that everybody knows better than anyone else is your own story. YouTube is this gigantic unifying power that can show us that, like, through all that divisiveness, through all that political and all those other versions of divisiveness that exist all over the world, that communication can fix all of that. If we know that, like, we're all just the same kind of people struggling with the same kind of things, and animosity comes from a lack of understanding, and YouTube can be that bridge to fix that understanding. So my advice is not to overthink that, but to, again, I go back to sort of sharing your own story. Because to share your own story is to tell people who you are, and to learn who you are is to realize that we're all alike. And certainly that's what I try to do on the platform. I'm a 36-year-old father of 2 who lives in New York City, and for some reason I'm able to relate and connect with people all over the world, and I think that's because, despite the fact that I'm a 36-year-old father of 2 who lives in New York City, I'm just kind of like everybody else. So that's what I encourage others to do, is focus on telling your story as authentically and as truthfully as you possibly can.
Fantastic. Casey Neistat, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Casey is on the main stage now
I learned
again.
so much from that, and I really credit with this movie. It was sort of a rocky one. You know, I tried to build a little production company doing advertising work, and the way that I would sort of advertise what I did was by making YouTube videos that got as much attention as possible.
This cute little exercise. Let's close our eyes, everybody. Let's do that. I can see you. Wait, it's thinking some people have their eyes open. Just trust me. Close your eyes. If you had one thing to say to the world, your last day, just one message to say to the world, what would it be, and how would you say it? Whatever crossed your mind, that could be your calling, your passion, what your platform is about. And it's another thing, what do you want people to say about you when you're no longer here? Because everything we put out there is a responsibility, it's a picture, it's seen by so many people, read by so many people. That's how I like to think about it.
That's also amazing.
So just out of the workshop now, and it was the most inspiring thing I have ever been at in my life. All of the different workshops had like a different element to them. Some were like impact YouTubers who, you know, have a message in each of their YouTube videos. Some were just personalities, some were comedy based YouTubers, and all of them like just were so insanely inspiring. Like, they talked a lot about, like, if you love what you're doing, it really doesn't matter about numbers and views and subscribers, that, you know, if you're happy doing it, if you're happy spending all those hours doing it, that's all that matters. And, you know, with time things build up. So that was really inspiring and helpful, definitely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like pick out the most inspiring parts of what I've actually videoed, and hopefully just put in little clips into this probably extra long vlog this week, so so that you might get inspiration from all these talks as well, because they were just so cool. I absolutely loved all of them. I'm absolutely starved now. I need to go home and get a takeaway, because I literally sat through, I think it was about 5 to 6 hours of just workshop after workshop after workshop after workshop, because they were so good. I literally didn't want to leave. I had a coffee break once and that was it. I just stayed there for the whole time. It was just so good. I was just totally engrossed with each and every one of them. Like, I couldn't actually say there was one talk better than another. It was so good. So I'm definitely going to pick out the best, most inspiring moments of those talks for you as well. And yeah, I'm back again tomorrow, so I will see you then. Night. So it's second day of Vidxb and I'm so excited. If you haven't guessed already, I get very excited over a lot of things, but I'm very excited today again. Yeah. So the first workshop that I'm going to, yeah, it's a really interesting one. I'm here early for it, so it's like, when can I quit my full-time job to become a professional YouTuber? So maybe this will be really interesting for some people that are watching this, or that are interested in, you know, YouTube and content creation. I just think it's, yeah, really cool. But yeah, I will vlog everything, take out the best bits again, and it's going on till 4 o'clock today. So slightly shorter than yesterday, which I'm kind of okay with because I was exhausted after the talks yesterday. But yeah, feeling really inspired and motivated for what is to come in the video world. It's amazing. I think they said yesterday that like 80% of all like 80% of the internet will be video based by 2020. It's crazy, and that like the World Wide Web will be nearly known as the World Wide Video Web. It's crazy, so many changes. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring you with me today. Yay!
Challenges. What are the challenges you faced, and how did you overcome them?
Wow. From the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first challenge was financial actually, because when I quit my job, the only thing I was doing is vlogging, and I had no other option. But I think you have to be patient if you believe in yourself and you know that someday you're gonna reach your goal. And the other challenges are maybe social, because when we're YouTubers, I think it's a lonely journey. So it's difficult for people to relate to you. Today, I mean, when you were in the banking field, you go to work, you see employees, they all do the same thing. If you lose motivation, you grab motivation from them. But as YouTubers, it's just us and the camera, and maybe family, friends, they don't understand what you're doing. So you have to have this inner energy and ambition to keep going every day. And the challenges are also, the region we live in is a challenge. What we say, what we want to say, and it's not what you do, it's the way you do it and how you want to impact on the young people from our generation who want to change, but they also have to stay connected to their cultures and values. And I think we're all inspired by the US, but at the same time we have to translate it in a Arabic culture values, I think. So all of these challenges, we see them every day until today. I mean, we can't say that we made it. We're still on this journey, and we still have a lot of challenges, and we want to have even bigger impact.
Okay.
One of the challenges I constantly face is finding good quality content for YouTube, because it's my main job. I take it very seriously. I'll give you just one example. Yesterday, my fellow YouTubers were out partying, having a great time. I was in the hotel until 2 o'clock in the morning, editing today's video. So it is a real, it's a real thing, and I take it very seriously. I release like 3 videos a week. I have to keep up to that schedule. Sometimes, I don't have many friends at the moment, so I don't go out much. What I do constantly is think about content, film this content, and edit it. So that's a constant challenge that I think all YouTubers face.
For me, it's a lot of challenges. You are your own manager, so you monitor your performance all the time. And psychologically speaking, when it dips down and it goes down, you don't feel good. And you have this every single day, because once you go down, everything goes down. The money goes down, and then you start predicting stuff that are not accurate, and you start talking to people at Google. Am I gonna do fine, or is this risky? Do I have to change my content and stuff like that? So this is your constant thinking every single day.
Yes, it's amazing. it's crazy. I think we don't realize how much influence we have, and then coming here for the first time and seeing all of you and how excited everyone is, it's so inspiring to go back home and continue doing what we're doing.
Definitely. Yeah, especially it just brings me back home. I'm Palestinian American, Muslim. Like it's hard. It was hard for me, but thank God I had the support and my family. It was kind of hard to get them to believe in me, so I had to just keep working hard. So
just that coming from, I think, Middle Eastern background,
yes,
and like doing something like social media, I think is
just
completely out of the norm. Yeah,
don't take it serious.
It's like, what is this job? Yeah, like, you're gonna make videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's different now. It is different now. It wasn't like it was 5-6 years ago. Like I started like 4 years ago, so at the time it was just like, what is this? Like, this is a waste of time. Is this a joke? But now it's like, especially my mom. I was going to school and very like, I was studying to be a doctor and stuff, but that wasn't what I was passionate about, you know. So this is what I was passionate about: entertaining, making people laugh. That was my thing. So for me, you know, it's a blessing. Like, thank God.
So Dubai Post are going to make a concoction for me to become successful. Do I drink it now?
You drink it, but just don't drink the ice.
Do I wait till it like bubbles down?
No, you drink it.
Okay. Wow, is it all going to magically happen? I'm just out of the second day of Vidxb and another insanely inspiring day with so many speakers. All of them were, again, unbelievable. Met so many incredible people. But three things I'd say that I really took from the last 2 days. One would be passion. You need to have passion for what you do, because if you're creating something that you're not passionate about it's gonna die. So you need to love it, because it takes an insane amount of time. It takes from your social life, it takes from your family life, it might take from relationships, but it's so worth it if it's what you love. Second thing would be consistency. That was another big one. So posting regularly and staying relevant. And a lot of them said, you know, do things that are happening or that are trending, that's really cool, but also try and do things that people can look back on in 10 years time and it can still be relevant. And the next one would be authenticity. So basically being yourself. So because a lot of a question that came up was, okay, you know, YouTube is so saturated at the moment, and is there room for newcomers? So like myself, I was really interested to see what this answer would be, and it was like, yeah, everybody can do YouTube because everybody has a story. Everybody's life is different. So it's really interesting, you know, it's definitely, you know, something to consider if you're thinking about YouTube. So yeah, just being yourself. And this is something that I've struggled with, you know, on YouTube. Like I'm scared a lot of the time in front of the camera. You may not see this, but inside I actually am. And I'm scared to kind of share too much, but hopefully I'm going to get better at this. I've been definitely very inspired over the last couple of days, and I've loads of amazing ideas. So yeah, there will be lots of amazing stuff hopefully to come on my channel. So yeah, I really hope that you got something out of this vlog, that you liked it, that you found it inspiring, and hopefully it's helpful for any other content creators out there. It's definitely an amazing world. Again, all the people were so passionate and just captivating. I was captivated by all of them. So yeah, I'm going to leave this vlog here. I'm going to end it and stop talking and stop saying words like incredible and amazing and all of them, but it really was. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here, and I will see you next Wednesday.